Well, hello everyone, I am Fracture, and this is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the PC. We were on our way to, was it Tatooine or one of the other Uines? Yes, Sand People. When we were rudely interrupted and abducted by a ship. We have now finished that little quest, and we are on to Tatooine. I want to talk to Mission's brother and wrap up a few tiny little side quests over here. Ah, apparently they finished the trip already. Okay. Now, if you see a bit of weirdness with the frame rate, that's just because I've just recently cleaned up some files off my disk and whatnot, and Fraps tends to do that for a little while. We just ignore it in polite circles. So we're going to need Mission and poor Bastila. She is now a shadow of her former self. And who can we bring along with Mission? I think we'll bring along Juhani. I really don't think it makes a large amount of difference.
Your wish?
Although I think I would like to have, over the next little while, sort of have everybody else in the party join at least once so we can level them up and check out their skills and that sort of thing. So, what does she want for feats? Critical strike? You know, that may be as good as anything else. She's been powering up all her side skills as a good little Jedi. What's this one? No, that's regular melee weapons, and I'm pretty sure lightsabers don't apply because lightsabers have their own. So, you know, looking at it, she might be better off with that, though. Is that what we added? Yeah, let's give her a little bit +2 to saving throws. Okay, and powers. What do they recommend? They recommend Stasis Field. Always good, always good. Okay, I'll buy that. I've got Stasis Field already. 2 people is nice to have. It's either that or this. And what about you, Mission? Just a few skills, I guess. And Sneak Attack 8. Let's go and take a look at that. That's pretty impressive. Sneak Attack 8. Where am I looking? I am looking here. Indeed. Sneak Attack 8. 8 to 48 for a backstab. Additional. Nice. And she can backstab with that piece of steel there, so very impressive backstab indeed.
Sure.
And she can apparently backstab from the front too, which was something we just found out. Greetings, human. A word, if I may. It concerns the Dark Lord of the Sith. Yes, that would be me. What can I do for you? You mean Malik? I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. No, unlike the movies, I don't change sides quite that quickly. You mean Malik? No, human, I mean the true Lord of the Sith. I'm speaking of Darth Revan. Of you. How do you know who I am? Who are you? If you tell anyone who I am, I'll kill you. I am not Revan anymore. I am not Revan anymore. You are what you are, human. You cannot deny that you were once the Lord of the Sith, and you cannot deny that you wish to defeat Malik. How do you know who I am? Listen to me, and all will be made clear. My name is Ziagrom, and I am a businessman. I and my partner deal with rare items of extraordinary value and power. You're with the exchange. No, we are not. We are independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. Well, that's walking a fine line. Traditionally, we have always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, Davik Kang most recently, Ahita Othar before him, Fori Haxa before her, but we were reluctant to approach you. You had no ties to the exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. Get to the point. How do you know my true identity? There were reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. At your last port, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. The tracking device reported back to us that you had been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had information, we began digging into our sources within the Sith fleet. Sources? What sources? Oh, sources. There are millions of soldiers in the Sith fleet. Surely you aren't surprised that some of them will sell information? Even high-ranking officers aren't immune to the lure of easy credits. Well, that guy was rude. We're talking here, and he walked right on through. Your escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith fleet. Of course, Malak tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and the witnesses silenced, some bits of information always slip through. Spend enough credits to gather the tiny pieces, and a puzzle becomes clear. We know what happened on the Leviathan. At least, we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you are going to kill Malak for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. Well, you're wrong. I'm not in this for revenge. Maybe, maybe not. But whatever your motivation may be, you do intend to stop Malak and his followers. Of that we are sure. And we want to help. My partner and I deal in very rare and powerful items. Weapons, armor, things you could use in your battles against Malak and the Sith. Oh, and you're just going to give me these items. I don't carry these items with me, of course. They're with my partner. But they're yours, if you've got the credits to buy them. We want to make a profit on this, after all. Just go to the Dreshte Cantina on Korriban. There's a Rhodian in there named Mika Dorin. Tell Mika that Zagrom sent you to look at the premium items. Well, no harm in that. I'll check it out next time I'm on Korriban. Mika already knows to expect you. Like I said, just tell him you want to look at the premium items. I guess my work here is done. Goodbye, Revan. And once Malak is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. Well, I think we'll give away those light side points and teach this guy some manners. And I'm still getting some really serious frame rate issues here. I think it's time to just take a break. You won't notice. I will be right back. And I'm back. Let's just take a little run around, and well, still getting some frame rate issues, but we have some pretty simple quests on this planet, so let's take care of those and see if the issues resolve themselves. The first thing I want to do before I forget is drop off the gaffy stick. And Mission's brother is in here also, usually. Well, no, he's not. I thought he would be.
Hello again. I hear you've made an impression down at the swoop track. Zerka Corporation wholly... not financially, you understand. Now, was this about bounties or something else?
I have gaffy sticks to redeem for bounties.
I see that, but do you have the all-important Chieftain's gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Yes, here it is.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
For a bit more, I could maintain my vigilance in the future.
It would be valuable to have someone on call if the sand people made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, Zerka Corporation thanks you.
And, of course, I have no intention of keeping up that end of the bargain, but I don't mind scamming her for a little extra cash. Now, I was expecting to see Mission's brother in here. He might be in that other store, though. There's the store right by my ship. So, let's go check that out. Oh, and it looks like I've leveled up. That's always a good thing. And it also looks like, I hate to tempt fate, that the frame rate issues have resolved themselves. All in all, a wonderful day. And this is not where the store was. Where was the other store that I was thinking of, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's check. When in doubt. Mission's brother. Griff rushed off to brew up a batch of Teresian ale to deliver to his business connection. However, the credits he promised you haven't materialized yet. He did say you can meet him later in the Zerka supply shop on Tatooine to collect the debt. Okay, he may simply have run off with my credits as I expected him to do. Because I believe that is the Zerka supply shop. Let's see what it says on the map. Zerka office, Zerka hunting lodge, swoop registration, cantina, droid, and then to the Dune Sea. Yeah, this is the only thing even close to a supply shop. Let's talk to Krita. You're that friend of Griff, right? He gave me a message for you.
I don't like the sound of this.
No, neither do I. He told me to tell you that he made a mistake brewing the Teresian ale. It didn't work out right for some reason. Oh boy. Well, I'm not surprised. Anything else? What kind of mistake? He told me the Tachlan was ruined, and he said he wasn't going to stick around and have to face the exchange contact. Oh, you mean he's gone? Did he say where he was going? He hopped on board the last shuttle. I don't know where it was heading, but I can't say. I'm sorry that he's gone. He was one of the worst employees I've ever had. He always on a break. He mixed up orders, and I think he might have been stealing from me. I have to go after him. People like Griff, they know how to disappear when they get in too deep. You won't hear from him again anytime soon. Waste of time to even bother looking for him.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
There was one last thing. He said to tell his sister goodbye and to tell her he's sorry. Oh well, I think that wraps it up.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to talk about me being I wanted to talk to you about your brother.
I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother. More than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
Ah, that's alright. You're nice to have a long mission. Griff's a slimeball mission. Accept it. Don't give up on him mission. He could still change.
I know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. None of us is perfect, but I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
So, you're okay? Well, that's a very mature attitude, mission.
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Have it your way.
So clearly, oh, there we go. And even got some light side points for that. So we can actually talk to her about how she feels about me being Revan. But we've cleared up both of those side quests. And we can now go to our real destination. Well, actually, let me level up while we have a moment. Skills is going to be what? Same as same? Yeah, wants me to be a computer engineer still. 2020. More than I need. Demolition, actually, it's not bad. 11. If I get more points, I'll actually probably put them in demolition. It's getting to the point where it doesn't matter anymore. But anyway, empathy. This is a new one. I had forgotten about this. +1 to persuade, awareness, and treat injury. That's actually pretty good, but my persuade is pretty insanely high. Let's just double check that there isn't anything better. And there probably isn't. Well, this kind of goes against, you know, the whole consular thing that I'm trying to roleplay here. I really should go empathetic before I go, you know, enhancing my skills. So I think so. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, where did that empathy go? I just want to read that again. And what's this one? This is conditioning, okay. +1 skill to persuade, awareness, and treat injury. Boy, it's a slight waste. I mean, really all I would use is persuade and maybe awareness, but my awareness is already insanely high. So's persuade. And treat injury. As much as I want to play the role of consular, boy, that really seems like a wasted point to me. Really does. I have so many other points in those. Let me just double check one more time. Darn it, I'm really conflicted here. I'm surprised. Clearly we won't be doing that. What's this one? This is demolitions and stealth. No need in that. Empathy, of course. Gearhead. All saving throws reflecting excellent conditioning. Vitality. And we'll get to put some stuff into these. You know, darn it, I just can't bring myself to waste that point, and it really does seem to be a waste to me to have a +1 when I've been so careful in adding points to it under normal circumstances. So I'm going to do this. May not be perfect,